The votes are in, they've all been counted, and the results are final. Chicago is the best big city in the United States for the 6th straight year. And in this video, I'm covering all the top reasons why, so keep watching. What's happening, everybody? This is Austin Weiss, your go-to home advisor right here in the Chicagoland area. If you are brand new to my channel or returning and you haven't already hit that subscribe button or tap that bell, make sure to do that so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. I do a ton of video content all about what it's like to work, eat, live, and play right here in the Chicago Metro. And if you have any questions or concerns or comments, make sure to leave me a comment down below on this video and I'd be happy to shoot you a reply. All right, so the votes are in, and for this 6th consecutive year, Chicago has been ranked the best big city in the United States by the Condé Nast Traveler Reader's Choice Awards. In the 35-year history of the awards, Chicago is the first and the only city to win the award 6 times in a row. So what actually makes Chicago the best big city in the United States? Well, from its inclusive vibes to the award-winning food scene, iconic attractions, and of course the vibrant neighborhoods with something new to discover around each and every corner, there are many reasons why Chicago is the best big city. So in this video, I'm going to be covering my top 5 reasons, and make sure you watch until the very end because that'll actually be the #1 reason. So without any further delay, let's hop right into number 5, which is the diversity of its neighborhoods. Now, Chicago is a population of roughly 2.75 million people living across 77 distinct neighborhoods, representing a diversity of cultures, people, and experiences. As a global city rich in history, Chicago attracts business and professional talent from all around the world. The average price points for real estate across Chicago are very affordable. Just for instance, an average 1-bed condo goes for roughly $225, a 2-bed condo $387, and a 3-bedroom $670,000. And with a wide variety of places to call home, the neighborhoods of Chicago feature vibrant artwork, food, shopping, and attractions that make up their character. So make sure to explore further to see which area fits your vibe the best. If you want to know more about the affordability and livability of Chicago, you can watch my cost of living video right here. Number 4, Chicago is one of the top food and beverage cities in the world. They have a massive brewery scene and it was actually just ranked the #1 beer city in the country for 2022. Some of my personal favorite breweries include Half Acre, Goose Island, Two Brothers, and Metropolitan Brewery along the Chicago River. It has some fantastic views of the river and the skyline. Leave me a comment down below. I will possibly do a video in the future of my favorite breweries in Chicago, and if I get enough comments, it'll encourage me to do that video sooner. Within Chicago's diverse neighborhoods lies a global food scene where you can taste flavors from all around the world, and it was recently recognized as the best restaurant city by Bon Appetit magazine and the #1 city in the world for both eating and drinking by the Time Out Index. Between Greektown, Little Italy, Chinatown, West Ridge and its Pakistani and Indian food, and Pilsen with its gourmet Mexican dishes, just to name a few, the neighborhood's restaurants are culinary destinations, each with their own unique personality, culture, and aesthetics. There's tons to explore, so the best way to do it is to dive right in, or you can check out the Taste of Chicago. It's the annual festival that is your ticket to savoring all of Chicago's flavors. If you're looking for something a little bit more upscale, check out the country's first Michelin-starred Filipino restaurant at Kasama in the East Ukrainian Village, and check out the gourmet Mexican food throughout the city of Chicago. You'll absolutely love it. And an ongoing debate here in Chicago is which pizza is better, tavern style or deep dish pizza. So depending on which one you prefer, leave me a comment down below. Number 3, things to do, festivals, and bucket list events. Just like you crossing off your bucket list by subscribing to my channel and giving me a thumbs up on this video. But no, for real, Chicago is just ranked the #1 funnest city in the world for 2022. A fact established by the city's overwhelming docket of summer festivals, outdoor events, art exhibitions, and free stuff to do every single weekend. Explore museums and attractions throughout the city, such as Museum Campus, which features the Field Museum, the Shed Aquarium, and one of my favorites, the Adler Planetarium. Definitely check out Adler after dark. They do date nights at the planetarium. You can walk around and check out the different exhibits, get some drinks, and just hang out with your friends. Visit Buckingham Fountain at Grant Park. You won't be disappointed. See a reflection in Cloudgate, aka the Bean, at Millennium Park. And check out the skyline from the Ferris wheel at Navy Pier. You won't be disappointed. Baseball, basketball, hockey, and football. Chicago has all the major sports and then some. Stadiums are national landmarks, and if you want to visit statues of Chicago's greatest sports heroes, you can usually find them outside or inside some of the stadiums. And if you love live theater, comedy, improv, and concerts, Chicago pretty much has it all. If you literally love to laugh out loud like I do, Zanies and Second City are the go-to spots. If you love to be outdoors like I do, Chicago has some of the best lakefront views in the country. The outdoor adventures are limitless. So the beaches, the Segway tours, the dog fun, because there's plenty of dog beaches throughout the city. So if you have a furry friend, definitely take them there so they can mix and mingle and dive and splash in the water. Boating along the Chicago River and Lake Michigan, so definitely check out the Playpen. Bike, jog, blade on the lakefront trail for gorgeous views of Lake Michigan and skyline, and just get your fit on. Numerous activities such as intramural sports along the lakefront are the perfect opportunity to meet new people. Number 2, Chicago has great navigability. Yes, it's a word. I looked it up for this video. So Chicago is incredibly walkable as it's basically a grid system and has flat terrain. So most of the streets run north, south, east, and west. And if you ever get lost, just look for that huge body of water out to the east called Lake Michigan. There's over 200 miles of bike lanes and some great trails which provide picturesque views of the city. Some of my favorite trails include the 606, the Chicago Riverwalk, and of course the Lakefront Trail. If you don't have your own bike, you can rent a divvy bike throughout the city or scooter and explore the city street side. Now, just like any major city, Chicago is limited on its parking. So if you have a car, you're going to pay a premium just to park it overnight. But have no fear, Chicago has the second largest public transportation system in the country. It's incredibly easy to navigate and get around the city through the CTA train lines and bus systems for only a few dollars at a time. And if you're looking to get out to the suburbs, we actually have the largest train system in the United States called the Metro train system. It spiderwebs from downtown Chicago out through most of the major suburbs, and it's very affordable, quick, and easy. There's also a water taxi where you can admire awe-inspiring views of Chicago architecture. And why wouldn't you? Because Chicago is the number 2 most beautiful city in the world. The ranking actually makes sense when you consider the abundant public parkland, blue waters of Lake Michigan, and the stunning architecture and famously clean streets. And number 1 on my list of why Chicago is voted the best big city in the United States is its global community of cultures and people. Now that I've covered a little bit about the affordability and livability, let's discuss what really makes Chicago Chicago, and that's its people. So if you mix in the New York hustle with Midwestern generosity, you get Chicagoans. Chicago is known for its hardworking people and welcoming Midwest spirit. It's actually ranked the number 2 for community spirit and number 3 for most friendliest city. So we've talked about a lot of second place rankings here in this video, but hey, Chicago is used to being called the second city. One of the most inclusive cities in the country. It's made up of neighborhoods of all different cultures, including the first officially recognized gay neighborhood in the United States, North Halsted, aka Boys Town. Now, a lot of the professional sports teams define the character of the city, and the Chicago sports fans are awesome. Between the highs and lows that define the seasons, that bring the cheers and sometimes the jeers, especially when the Cubs play the Sox in the Crosstown Rival Classic. Now, once you explore the city further, you'll quickly realize that each section of the city has its own character, flavor, and the local Chicagoans are the main reason for that. If you have any questions about anything I talked about in this video or anything regarding your move here anywhere in the Chicagoland area, I'm always available by phone, text, email, days, nights, weekends, and I would love for the opportunity to connect with you and help you in any way possible. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later.